Hey, it's Kimra Luna here, and welcome to this webinar. I'm super excited. This is a live-only webinar. This is my first live-only webinar, and I'm doing it this way because I'm actually recording this for my Be True Brand You community. They were wanting more information on targeting, and I figured, hey, I will open it up to everybody to be able to have the chance to watch this because this is actually going to be an exclusive training for those people. So you guys who are on live are the lucky ones who are getting a chance to get all this valuable information that's inside of my head about Facebook ads. And I don't consider myself a Facebook ads expert. I don't use a lot of the crazy technical stuff. When I was doing Facebook ads, I do it the simplest way possible. So thank you guys so much. I'm going to show you guys the way I do it, and I'm going to talk a lot about targeting. So, oh, thank you guys for complimenting my backdrop. Hello, we got Virginia, Australia, we got Portland. Oh my gosh, you guys are coming in from everywhere. So I'm assuming you guys can hear me. So let me know if you can hear me and see me, because that's a good thing to know, right? We got Christina, Tim, Ashley, Brenda. You guys are from everywhere. We got West Hollywood. We got New Zealand. Thank you for all the Australian and New Zealand people. I know it's kind of early over there. We got a few more Londoners. That's what you call them, right? Londoners. We got someone from Brighton, Oklahoma. We got Chrissy here, Michael. Oh my gosh. Okay, there's so many freaking people. This is like ridiculous. So a lot more UK people, Texas, Spain. Welcome, Spain. I really want to go to Spain. So if you got a place in Spain, I'll come and stay at your house. All right. We got West Virginia. Yes, I got this new backdrop, and you guys want to know where I got the backdrop from, because I know all you're going to ask anyway. I always get messages afterwards. The backdrop, it's actually from Target, and it is basically a decal that goes up on your wall, and it's completely removable, so it doesn't remove your paint or anything like that, and they have a bunch of different designs. So if you guys want really cool backdrops, go to Target. At least that's where I found it. And I might have to do it on Target online, but yeah. So we got Switzerland. Oh my gosh. You guys are from everywhere. Bermuda. Ooh, that sounds cool. We got Laguna Beach, Texas, Vermont, North Carolina, Israel. Hey, Israel. Mexico, Rhode Island, San Jose, California, Holland, DC, Turkey. Wow. You guys are in some places that I don't even remember exist until right now. So awesome. Thank you guys so much for being here. We're going to hop right into it. I know some of you might not know really much about me, so I'm going to share a little bit about myself. I don't want to go too much into that because this is going to be a pretty intense training. So you want to close down any other tabs you have open. You don't want to be distracted because I talk fast if you can't tell, and I'll try to talk slower, but I talk fast. You don't want to miss anything. I also just want to tell you about, we have some hot seat guests on this webinar today, and these are people who are very brave, and they are going to let me be showing you guys some of the kind of mistakes that they have made in some of their ads, and I'm going to be helping guide them and give them some tips and advice to help them move forward to have some more positive results with their ads. All right, so just letting you know, we got some hot seat guests too, so they'll be coming out a little bit later. So thank you guys so much. Okay, so it's about 4 after the hour, so I'm hoping some of the late people are hopping in. So I'm going to let you guys know a little bit about myself. I'm Kimra Luna. That's me. My website's kimraluna.com. It's under construction right now, but it's getting all pretty and fabulous. So my website's kimraluna.com. If you've never heard of me or been on my website, go check it out. I also have the link there for my Facebook page if you want to go like my page. I'm going to have a ton of webinars coming up, like tons. I have like a big old list. My husband's like, you're crazy. But I have a big old list of webinars I'm going to be doing. So you'll want to be on that page because I always make sure, I place ads to go to people who like that page. So then you'll be able to see whenever my webinars are. Let's see. Oh, Shauna asked a question. Actually, no one else will be able to be on the camera. I don't see any of you guys who are like the other guests. So only the people that I selected for the hot seat, they are already up here already, and they're the ones that are going to be the people who I'm kind of picking apart their ads a little bit. So let me introduce myself a little bit more. I'm getting distracted by the chat now. Ooh, Idaho! I'm from Idaho, born and raised. I live in California though now, so sorry. Sorry, Idaho. But anyways, a little bit about myself. I actually started in the online business world about March of what? Not 2000. Hold on, I gotta think. So it's been about a year and a half or so. I started basically with a network marketing company. And when I joined the network marketing company, they were actually teaching a lot of more, like prospecting and that sort of stuff. And it was a little bit, I don't know, like for me, I liked it. I was a good recruiter. I built the business really big, but my passion became the online world. I became obsessed with online marketing. I started watching every single webinar I could watch. I would literally watch like 3 or 4 webinars a day, like not even kidding. I was watching as many webinars as I could, and then through my network marketing company, once I started making some money, I started buying courses, online courses, which of course everyone knows I love online courses, so I'm kind of a course junkie a little bit. And so I started just learning and learning and learning. And in March of this year, I ended up purchasing B School, which is, a $2,000 program. And I ended up buying that, and that kind of helped me lay the foundation of my business. I already knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to teach. I love teaching. I love training. When I was in my network marketing company, I learned a lot about teaching and training, and that became my passion. And that's why I'm here. That's why I'm doing this webinar and taking my time out of my day to give you guys as much valuable information as I can. So I became, kind of obsessed with this teaching and training stuff, and so I decided I'm going to build a business around it, right? And I launched my business in May of this year, 2014, and I had a few courses out, and I was taking a few private coaching clients. And then in August, I launched my signature program, which is called Be True Brand You. And if you want to check that out, you can go to BeTrueBrandYou.com. Sorry, I'm like pitching myself, but BeTrueBrandYou.com is the website. You can sign up for the wait list there. But I launched that in August, and through using Facebook ads and webinars just like this, I ended up profiting $60,000 on my first launch. This wasn't like, to me, I was just like, I was still new to Facebook ads. I was like, oh my gosh, this is insane. Like, I literally am still in shock at how well that went. But I know now it's because I spent all of those months learning and understanding online marketing. And so since I knew it, it was very easy for me to have success with these ads. But I know a lot of people are new to ads and they're not having that same success. They're struggling. Some of their clicks aren't even, some of their ads, they're getting clicks, but it's not converting to leads at all. Some of those aren't converting to any sales at all. So that's why I put this together today, is so that you guys can get some results. And like I said, I'm not a Facebook ads expert. I'm not Amy Porterfield. I'm not John Loomer. I'm not. I'm just learning from giving you experience from what I've learned with working with my private clients, with working with my group coaching clients, and from my own personal experience from using Facebook ads, which are my favorite thing ever, because I was able to build my email list from May, which literally was 0 in May, until now, which is about 6,000 people on my list, just from Facebook ads. I mean, I haven't really used much else for marketing besides YouTube, but I haven't really used a lot else. So that's why I'm here today. All right, so let me check on my agenda here so I make sure I'm staying on track. Okay, so what you guys will learn today. I'm going to show you how I post Facebook ads, which I think is kind of the simpler, a little bit faster way of doing it. So I'm going to show you guys how I do that. I'm going to show you guys how to prep everything for an ad. A lot of people's biggest mistake is that they sit there inside of the Power Editor for like 4 hours to place one ad, when really you could do a lot of the prep ahead of time so that you just get in there and get out, and that way it's not as big of a headache for you. Okay, so I'm going to teach you some awesome tools that can help you do some better research on the pages that you target, because I know that's a lot of people's biggest struggle. I'll see people's pages they target. I'm just like, why did you target that? And most of the time they're like, I don't know why. So I'm going to show you guys some ways to research those pages so you can choose better pages to target and better pages to split test. You're going to go through, basically, you're going to see my entire thought process when it comes to Facebook ads, because like I said, I have these people who are on the hot seat who are going to check out some of their stuff and some of the results they've had, and I'm going to share everything that's in my brain and how to make those better. And just so anybody who's new, okay, who does not know what Facebook ads are at all, I guarantee you there's some fresh newbies here, right? So I want you guys to hop over in a chat box and let me know, just a yes or no, have you ever placed a Facebook ad for anything, like ads? Yes or no? Let me know. I guarantee you there's some newbies here who have never done it. So I want to make sure, if there's some newbies, I want to make sure I explain that, you know, what Facebook ads really are, because some people might not necessarily get that. So let me see over here. We got to wait for some stuff to go in the chat box. Okay, someone's saying the video is just buffering. So if it's just buffering, refresh your browser. That will help it. So yeah, so let me type that in the chat. Refresh your browser. Because some people are getting a lag here. Okay, we got some answers coming in. We got some no's, lots of newbies. Okay, so let me explain to you what Facebook ads are. Here's my explanation. I wrote it down on my phone. So it is a way to get your brand in front of people who might not have ever been aware of your brand. It's a way to collect emails from potential customers. And it's a way to become recognized as a leader in your industry. Without Facebook ads, I would not be where I am right now. I would not be doing this webinar for you guys, which I think like over 600 people signed up for. You know, I would not be doing this. So a lot of you are new. So the whole point of doing Facebook ads is to get people on your email list, because your email list is where you really, it's like your email list is your community. It's where you can continually build relationships with your audience. So that's pretty much the main goal of Facebook ads. A lot of people are just like, oh, well, my goal is to make the sales. Well, for me, Facebook ads didn't make me any sales. It was what they were going to that made the sales. It was me providing the value up front. It was me getting them on my email list, then building that relationship through the email list, inviting them once they're on my email list to join my Facebook group, things like that that converted into sales. So we're going to go over some more of that when we start going through some of these different people. So I'm going to bust out some of these hot seats. So let's go with Dr. Do you go by Natha or Nata? I can't remember how to say it. Natcha. Natcha. I can't remember.
Yep.
You go by Natcha, right?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. And you're a registered holistic nutritionist and a fitness coach, and you're a scientist. So
Yes.
You're a little bit nerdy like me, which is cool. I love the nerdiness. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through some of those screenshots that you sent me, and we are going to talk about, you know, what some of the things I think you could be doing better to do some more testing and some better targeting and things like that. So I have an Evernote. So let me screen share here. Bear with me just a second. Okay, so we're going to screen share. And I have this Evernote right here. Okay, and if you guys don't use Evernote, just so you know, I'm like an Evernote junkie. But did you know you can use Evernote in presentation mode? It's pretty cool. It makes it like all big, like this. So anyways, this is my Facebook ads targeting, and this is all the information from my hot seats. So our first one is Dr. Natcha. I like your name. And so she sent me her website and her links to her landing pages. So just a little bit about her is on her first webinar, she promoted it in her in a Facebook group, but she'd only got 20 people to sign up. 2 people showed up, and it was a Google Hangout. First one, not so good, right? Her first real webinar, which she actually spent $800 on ads, which she admits that she didn't test them much, didn't do so well. She got 99 signups from the ads, but about 7 people showed up, and she didn't make any sales. So this right here is no bueno. You know, spending $800 on an ad or on ads and not making any sales is, I mean, honestly, I would be crying if that happened to me. I know I would. So what we're gonna do is go down here and we're gonna look at some of her ads that she's had. These ones are some of the newer ones she's had actually. This one, how did you get this approved with all these letters on it? They approved it?
It wasn't approved, but it ran for like 24 hours before someone actually disapproved it.
Well, that's cool when that happens, because when that happened, as you notice, it was only 58 cents a click to your website, which isn't too bad. Do you know how many people signed up, like how many leads you actually got from this one?
I don't remember, but just from those particular ads was, yeah, something like probably 50 people before I had to change it to less text.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and when there was less text there, I got less conversions.
Yeah, so I would next time is these, because you use the same words like up here, but I would also maybe make this a little longer. Maybe the people that you're targeting actually want to read some stuff. And also how you had like the date and time, you might need that also up here in the actual copy. And I hope you guys can all see this. Let me try to make it bigger for you guys. I think if I click on it. Oh, there we go, bigger.
Yeah.
So then if you add some more words in here, that might attract them. I know you're going to have to, this has to be a different age.
I'll tell you one thing. That was, when I did that ad, it was before I knew how to use the Power Editor. In the Ads Manager, it doesn't let you put in all that much text, but in the Power Editor, you could. So that was another reason for using the Power Editor. Okay,
yeah, that's one thing a lot of people, they forget about is like in the Power Editor, you can actually do a lot more. So, okay, so that's good to know. But yeah, for next time, I mean, because this graphic apparently worked. They liked that with you really standing out. The background's kind of faded blue. I like that because it's a standout thing. People are going to want to click it. So to me, this was a smart graphic. Yeah, but I know, of course, the words was a bit too much because with Facebook ads, you can only have 20% words. But to me, this graphic is a good graphic. It just needs less words. But this one wasn't too bad. This is one of your new this was from before though, so this one wasn't too bad though. At 58 cents a click, I'm not usually upset if it gets to that point. It's just the people that are converting, you want at least 50% who go to your landing page to convert. If it's lower than that, then that's when this price, the 58 cents a click, can get a bit too high. All right, so let's go down a little bit more and see what else we got here. And this one, what was this one from? Was this so this one you didn't put a graphic with it. It was just the link. Okay, and let me see. So did anybody ever click on this one or no?
I'm not sure. Okay, I have to look at the images that I actually sent you.
Yeah, because this one, yeah, it's not saying how much the cost was, like per click or anything.
Probably not.
Yeah, so you've placed a few ads, but people hadn't been clicking on it. That usually means it just wasn't enticing enough. You know, like it needed to have a little bit more pow. And of course, it didn't have a graphic, so that would make sense why it didn't have a bit of that pow. So that's definitely what you'd want to work on for that particular ad. And you were just targeting your own page, right?
Oh yeah, just for that one, yeah, and they already know me, so I thought it would work, right? No.
Yeah. So next time, put a graphic because sometimes people they forget, you know. Okay, so there was a bunch more over here. Hold on. So I think this lets me like go through some of them. Hold on. Okay, so okay, it made it better now. So this one only reached 84 people though. So this one wasn't pushed out enough to really know if it was good. I know you targeted some pages like the CrossFit training and things like that, which for you I think are good pages. But see how you targeted a lot all in one ad? Yeah. I would split these up a bit more. And I would post, and I'm going to show you guys how I split the ads, like kind of the easy way to split test them to different pages. But I think that these are good pages to target, bodybuilding.com, of course. But if you're going to be targeting those, have the picture of you lifting weights. Have the picture of you in the gym, because these people who like these pages are going to like that a lot more.
If you see the ones later on, yeah, definitely. I learned that later on, and getting in there.
I love this picture. This is a good picture. So this one didn't do too bad. It was 57 cents per conversion. This ad wasn't that bad. To me, that's actually pretty good rate. So this one was a good ad. I mean, people probably relate to this. They're exhausted. So I would do this ad again, actually. This would be one of the ones that would be a keeper for me. But yes, because 57 cents a conversion to me isn't that high of a price. So I would do this ad again, and even maybe split test it even more and separate out some of these pages that you're targeting, so that you can see which one of these ones are converting really well. Because you know what? You might have one of these pages, like the CrossFit training. That page, you might target that and be able to get 20 cents a click. So that's what splitting them up can help you determine, is which ones are getting you the best types of clicks. And for me, I know which pages get me the best clicks now, so I just keep targeting those same ones over and over again, and it works. So that's why testing them out is good. But this one wasn't too bad, so not too shabby on that one. Let's see down here. I know you got a lot of ads. You've been running tons of ads, girl. So, and did this one ever get out to anybody? Because it says 000. So maybe that one didn't get out enough.
I just learned that actually when I put it all in the same ad set, and then you set a budget, right? So those ads are competing against each other. So if one of them gets the first click, then that one gets served more, and it's not like an actual test for the other ones.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna show you how I do it, the way I do it, and because I don't like doing the ad set thing. I know a lot of the teachers who teach Facebook ads will probably get mad at me for saying that, but I don't use the ad set thing at all. To me, it ruins the ads I'm trying to advertise. It doesn't work right. So I'm going to show you the way I do it because I like that way. But see, it didn't end up being too bad once it got pushed out. Look, it was only 37 cents a conversion. So once this ad got pushed out, it worked. So you want to take this same ad and push it out more and try it again for one of your next webinars coming up, because it apparently worked at 37 cents a conversion. That's not that bad. That's a pretty good price. If this was my ad, I would run it again. So see, you're doing better than you thought, girl. You're doing way better than you thought. Okay, so let's look at some of these ones down here when you had the actual weightlifting pictures. So some of these never got pushed out because you were using them on ad sets, right? Yeah. But see, I like the ads where you're actually working out and stuff. To me, I think that's going to grab more people. But this one, yeah, because they weren't getting pushed out enough, it's like you can hardly know. So maybe you need to stop using the ad sets thing. And like I said, some of the trainers might get mad at me for saying that, but you might have to turn those off, because these ones, they were only getting pushed out to 21 people. So it's hard to know if it was really converting or not. It's hard to know if it was doing good. But I think you finally figured out your targeting, because I know before, the first time I had talked to you, some of your pages were kind of weird that you were targeting. But to me, yeah, Jamie Eason, Fitness Health RX Mag, these are good pages. So I would try this ad again. I mean, honestly, I think a lot of people would click on this. The graphic is really good. So it's really good compared to what you had before. I remember what you had before, and I was like, girl. So you did a lot of ads. But see, this one, it said 178 or 187 per conversion. Sorry, dyslexic sometimes. So this ad wasn't as well, but
so this time the conversion is actually the sign up, the webinar sign up, not the clicks. So $187 per webinar sign up is like the best I've had in like the whole time, because remember like even the first ads when I ran it, it was like $800 for 99 sign up, so that was about $8 per webinar sign up.
Okay.
I'm not sure how many clicks that was, but like this one I need to dig into it to see how many clicks it is, because
yeah, because that's not ridiculously bad. It's the thing is if you were making some sales on this, so say you did this ad and you spent $200 total, but you made 5 sales on the webinar and that ended up making you $1,000 or more, then it's a good thing, right? Even if you did spend that much amount. But so that's one of the things with ads is a lot of people, they forget, well, when you get the people on the webinar, you can make a sale right then and there. And that's how I actually thought in the beginning when I first was doing webinars. My first few webinars, I didn't have anything to sell at all, like literally nothing to sell. I just wanted to start growing my list, right? But when I did first have my first course, which was a $200 course, I was like, okay, if I can spend $200, split test like 10 different ads, figure out which one's doing well, if I make one sale, I broke even. You know, and I got people on my email list. So I figured, you know what, if I make one sale, then I'm happy. I didn't put any pressure on myself. All it was one measly sale. You know, I was like, that's it. That's all I wanted to focus on, is I want to make one sale. And I ended up making, I think on my first webinar where I sold my course, I ended up making 5 sales. So I spent $200 on the ads for that particular webinar, and I ended up making $1,000. So I made $800 in profit. Right? So I was like, holy bejesus, you know, this works. And so, but I had to really test it out. I literally had like a jillion ads. I'll show you, hold on, I'll show you guys in my Power Editor, like where, like my ads, like the first ads that I had posted in my Power Editor. I'll show you guys. It was literally like insane. Or actually, it's not my Power Editor, it's my Ad Manager. Hold on. I forget where to click. Okay, Ads Manager. And so some of my first ads, hold on, okay, let me go to the next page. Okay, so look at this was, okay, remember, if any of you guys have been following me since I started in May, remember my PicMonkey masterclass that I did? Look at all of the ads that I tested out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. To 18 different pages. Okay, some of these had horrible clicks. You know, 325, 282, 263, $3, 235. But some of these had great ones. 53 cents, 56 cents. This one down here, 44 cents. 36 cents a click. So what I did is I turned off the ones that were crappy. I was like, these ones were running. I was like, off, you know, turn those ones off. Apparently those pages aren't working for me. And what I did is I raised the amount of how much I paid on the other ads. So I literally tested out a ton of pages. Like when I tell people I split tested like crazy, I literally did, and you guys can see that right here. I literally did. And it's so important to test your ads. That's like literally, if you have paper right now, write it down. Test your ads. Freaking print it out in huge letters and hang it up on your office wall. You need to test them. You can't just put an ad out there, target 18 pages on one ad, and then expect to have good results. It isn't going to work. It just isn't. Here, let me go to me so I can rant looking at you guys. So it just isn't. It's not going to work if you don't test, okay? And I'm going to show you guys how to do that. I guess maybe I'll do that right now. Then I'll go over to some of the other hot seats. All right, is that cool, Natcha?
Yeah.
Did you get some good tips?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So, because I don't want to take too long on each person. Hopefully, just 10 or 15 minutes. So, so just to answer the question that's popping up in the chat box right now, like what am I talking about when I talk about a page? When you place an ad, you can actually target your ad towards particular pages. So say someone like my brand. My brand, I teach online marketing, right? So I would target my ad towards other online marketing trainers' pages. So I could target John Loomer. I could target Marie Forleo's page. I could target Female Entrepreneur Association. I could target James Wedmore, because those people who follow those people's pages could possibly target, or could possibly want to be customers for me. All right. So when you target pages, usually it's, competitors. I don't like to call it competitors. I like to call it peers. People who are in the similar industry as you, are teaching the same sort of thing as you, in the same, kind of industry as you. Those are the pages you want to target. You want to and that's primarily for service-based businesses. For customer-based, it's a little bit different, because you have to think, like, what does the customer want? Like, even in Nacha's case, she doesn't necessarily target, people who are the same industry as her. She doesn't necessarily target, fitness business trainers, or health and wellness business trainers, or she doesn't she targets people who are looking for the solution that she's providing. So I'm going to show you guys how to place the ad right now, so you guys aren't so confused. So I will do that right now. So the first thing you want to do before you place an ad, actually I have a bit of a checklist for you guys. Before you place an ad, you need to write up, or actually you need to think of the objective of the ad. So write this stuff down. Get your pen out. Write this down. You need to think of your objective of your ad. What do you want? Do you want them to sign up for a webinar? Do you want them to read a blog post? Some people might think that's weird. Why would you place an ad for a blog post? Well, getting yourself out there is worth it. Getting some of that exposure, helping people, like I said in the beginning, it gets your brand in front of people who would not have normally saw it. So I have done ones where I just marketed a blog post. Not expecting anything in return or anything, just to get my name out there, to get my face in front of a new audience. So yeah, that's one of the things. What is your objective? Do you want to get them on your email list? Do you want to provide them a freebie, something free, which I highly recommend, because that works very, very well with ads. And if you don't know anything about email marketing, for email marketing, using a freebie is basically a way to ethically entice people to hop on your email list. And so I've had different sorts of freebies. Some have been video training series. Some have been just a PDF download. Some have been audio. There's a lot of different types of freebies that you can send out to people. And with Facebook ads, you can actually post a page for people to sign up for your email list to check out the to check out your free offer, whatever it is. And so that's most people's goal for Facebook ads. But you need to know what your goal is. Is it for them to sign up for a webinar? Is it for them to see something of yours? What is your goal? That's your first step. Your second step is to start writing the copy, which the copy, it means the words. So the words for your ad. That's the next step, is writing out those words. Write words that are going to be compelling to the person you are reaching out to. For this ad, I literally said, like, do you want to stop wasting money on Facebook ads? My ad literally said that, because people are just like, yes, I want to stop wasting money on Facebook ads, right? And so that made them want to click. So that's another thing to think about, is the copy. And it's a very important part. And it doesn't need to be long. There's short versions of copy. Most of my ads, I tend to like the long versions. And I will show you my ad copy for this particular webinar that I advertised, because I advertised this webinar that you guys are on. I'll show you the copy that I did for that. And I ended up getting 600 signups. So I did pretty dang good. So your copy, hold on, I have my notes. I was going to check my notes, right? So write your copy. Oh, create your graphic. That is the next step. Create a graphic that is compelling to people. That's one of the things that a lot of times they'll just do plain stock photos, or nothing that's just, it has to really grab the attention of the person you're placing it out to. And think of yourself as someone, okay, like just think about TV commercials, television commercials. The graphics they use, the imagery, it brings you in, so you want to buy whatever their thing is, right? So you got to think of your graphic as like a commercial. What is the one picture that you could put up there that is the commercial selling what you are offering? All right, so that's the graphic. Then the next thing you want to do is, and write this down, is research pages to target. And actually, because I probably should have like made a slide of this, so what I'll do is I'll type this all up, and I'll, if you guys join my Freedom Hackers Mastermind group on Facebook, just go on Facebook and type Freedom Hackers Mastermind. You'll find my group. I'll post it in there in the files after this webinar. Okay, so I'll type all this up for you guys. Then you want to do, after you research your pages, which I'm going to show you all the cool tools to do that, you will want to make some sort of document so you have all of it in one spot. Because I usually do this like the night before I'm going to place an ad. I will write up my copy, I will make my graphic, I'll do research on the different pages, and all that sort of stuff. All right, so that's what I do before. Then the next day, I place the ad. And I do it the fastest way, which I'm going to show you in just a minute. I place the ad as quickly as possible. Then I duplicate the ad and start split testing and targeting different pages. So let me hop into that. So that's going to be a little bit fun, a little bit technical. If you guys need to do screenshots of stuff, go for it. I don't care. But you will want to just follow along, take some good notes, because this is going to be a little bit techy and a little bit fun, because I like techy stuff. So first things first is you need to use the Power Editor. Do not use, I repeat, do not use the Ads Manager to post your ads. And what an Ads Manager is if you go to your home page on Facebook, this is the Ads Manager. Okay? Do not place your ad from here. Okay, I do not recommend that at all. To me, it's just bogus that they even allow you to do it from here, because the Power Editor has way, way, way more options for you. All right, so I go to the Power Editor, and if you don't have the Power Editor, you might have to download something, like if you've never placed an ad, but it's facebook.com/ads/manage/Power Editor. And if you just Google Power Editor, it'll come up. So the first thing you have to do every single time is click download to Power Editor. Don't know why. Like I said, that's just what you got to do. So I told you, this is going to be the easiest way to place an ad ever. So then you have these things called campaigns. Ignore that. Ad sets. Ignore that. Click on the one that says ads. All right? And if you're in the UK or something, this probably says adverts. This will say, I don't remember what the one says in the UK, but if you're in the UK or somewhere else, it might say adverts. Click on that one. Then you click this little plus sign that says create ad. And then you want to create a new ad. So I'm going to call this webinar, because it's a webinar ad. Webinar test. So I'm going to name this one. And say I just want to get people to click on it. So there's websites to click. See where this says buying type? Leave it on auction. Don't change that. But where it says clicks to website, you can either do website conversions, which means you can use a special code and put that on whatever page you're getting them to go to see if they've actually converted to a lead. But I only use that sometimes. I primarily use clicks to website.
Can you share your screen?
Oh, hold on. Sorry. I wasn't sharing. Thank you. That makes sense. Okay, so now I got to start over again. Okay, I'll start over again. Hold on. I got pregnancy brain, sorry. Okay, so the thing I was telling you not to use is the Ads Manager, and that's this thing right here on your main page. You don't want to use this thing. This is more for monitoring your ads. I don't know why they teach people to go. Some people, well, not some people, but Facebook themselves will tell people to make ads through here, which is the wrong way. Just don't make ads from here. Don't click this beautiful little green create ad button. Don't do that. All right. What you want to do is you want to go to the Power Editor, and like I said, you can Google the Power Editor if you've never used it before. So let me make this a bit bigger for you guys, so make sure you guys can see it clearly. And so first thing you got to do is click this button. This says Download to Power Editor. Click Download. I know I got to repeat this part again. It happens. It's a webinar. It happens. And like I said, after you download it, there is this spot that says Campaigns. There's a spot that says Ad Sets. and then the spot that says ads. I literally ignore these two. The one that says campaign and the one that says ad sets, I completely ignore them. And then I click right here, I say create ad, and I click create new campaign, and I just say webinar, test, because this is just going to be a test ad, and leave it on the buying type. It says auction. Let me see if I can make this even bigger. Okay, here we go. Is that big enough for you guys? And then leave it on here where it says auction. And then you can do there's two different ways that I do it for a webinar. Sometimes I just do click to website. Sometimes I do website conversions. This is where you are able to actually track if people actually converted, but that's a bit more techy. If you're still new, you might not even want to do that yet. And then there's also one that's really great, which is for page likes. And I have an ad that's always running that's for page likes. And I really enjoy doing ads like that too. But like I said, with the one with page likes, it's not going to necessarily get people to sign up for your email list. It's only going to get people to like your page. So, you know, I recommend if you're going to be spending money, do it on something that's actually going to convert them to being on your email list. So for clicks to website, it can be sending them to any sort of page you want. A blog post, it could be sending them to some sort of landing page to capture their email. It could be sending them to a webinar sign-up page, whatever you want to send them to. And then I just use the same exact name for this part, for where it says choose an ad set for this ad. I just use the same name under create new, and then I name the ad the same exact thing. And then I click create. So this is the Power Editor. Right now it has this thing because I haven't uploaded anything yet. And down here is where you actually edit your ad copy. And this is going to be where I put my link, my text for the words in the ad. I'm going to put the description, headline, display link, and then this is where you select your image. Your image needs to be, write this down, 627, wait, I'm forgetting, 120 by 627, sorry. Or no, not 120. I'm so dyslexic when I'm pregnant. Hold on. 1200 by 628. 1200 by 628. Sorry if I confused you. 1200 by 628. That's the size of the graphic you're going to need. And then it also has a button you can choose. So I'm going to show you over here on my Evernote. I actually have a folder in my Evernote that is just for Facebook ads. See down here where it says Facebook adverts? I click right here, and then I keep all of my, I write up all of the wording that I want for my ad and what I want for the link description, the headline, the display link, and the call to action button. I write all of this up before I even post an ad. Then I do my research on my pages. So these were the pages that I targeted. These were the age groups. These were the languages and behaviors. I write all this up before I even post the ad. This was the graphic I made for this ad, and I actually made this on PicMonkey. Not too hard. The main thing is you have to make sure that there's less than 20% words on your graphic. Facebook doesn't like ads that are just like all words. So there's a tool that you have to use. Hold on, let me go find it. 20% tool, Facebook ad. Whoops, Facebook ads. Okay, here it is. So it's called the grid tool, and it's facebook.com/ads/tools/text_overlay, or you can just do a Google search like I did. And then what you do is you upload your image into here. It'll say choose file, and you can upload your image, which I don't know where that image is, but you can upload it. Hold on, let me see. Maybe I have an image here somewhere. No, I haven't posted ads from this computer in a long time. I've been using mostly my laptop, so I don't know where the image is. But this is where you would add it, and in this website will tell you if you have too much text or not. So you want to be able to use this tool whenever you, and actually I'll paste this in the chat box right now. That way you guys can have it. Let me go over here. Paste it in the chat box. So that's the tool that you guys use for that, okay? And that will let you know if you have 20% text. You can't have any more than 20%. Then they will not approve your ad, all right? So then, hold on, let me go to my Evernote again. So I had my graphic made, and that's pretty much all you need to place your ad. So let's place this ad. So I wrote up all my words. This is, and I'll read this to you so you guys can hear what the copy was. It was, do you want your Facebook ads to convert better? Are you tired of wasting money on ads and getting no real results from them? I'm doing a very special live-only workshop on Saturday, October 25th. Then I have the dates and time. Sign up here. So a big mistake I see a lot of people making is they don't put a call to action inside of the ad. And so if you're a person who's not putting a call to action, that alone might get you more people clicking. So try it out, you know, and see what people like. My people, they tend to like it when there's a link in here. They want to see it and click. Then I say what they're going to learn in the workshop, you know, targeting strategies for advanced and beginners, how to split test your ads and the importance of it, and when to turn an ad off. And there was actually a typo there, but that's okay. And then I said I'll be coaching a few volunteers on the workshop, etc. Just talked a little bit about the workshop. Sign up here, and then I said don't forget to tag and share any of your friends. So that's my copy. So I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to go back over here to the ad that I just started, and I'm going to paste that in here. Then I'm going to go back, and I'm going to grab the link, because this is my Webinar Jam link. So if they're signing up for a webinar, that's the link you would put in there. Put the link in there. Then there's a section right here that says description, and it only shows up in the news feed, doesn't show up on people's mobile devices. So my description that I put was, or wait, are we doing the description? Hold on. Yeah, link description that I put. Some people just put like the actual link in there. I actually like to make it say something, and I put, mine says ad targeting strategies for newbies and beginners. And I'll post this inside my Freedom Hackers group too, so if you guys aren't in the group, you probably want to go join it. I'll post this in there too so you guys can see the example of it. Then for headline, I put join this live workshop to get better results with your business page, which there was a typo in there, but apparently typos didn't matter that much because people still were clicking on it. And then display link, a lot of people just post the link on there too, and I like to make it say something like, I don't know, this seems kind of cocky, but I like to do it. Kimra shows you how to stop wasting money on Facebook ads. So I know it's cheesy, but it seems to work pretty well, so that's what I put. And then let me get this image off of here real fast. I'm going to have to save it to my desktop real quick. So I got to close out some of this stuff over here. So let's go over here, put it on my desktop real fast so I can post it. And then go back to Facebook ads, select my image. Oh wait, it's already in here. Awesome. Okay, so select my image, and then pick my action button, which I usually like to either put sign up or learn more. But depending on your thing, like, so if you have a freebie that's like a freebie download, you can have the button say download, shop now, book now. I usually only use sign up or learn more. So yeah, and that's usually what I do for that. Then down here, like I showed you before, where you can create a thing that says conversion tracking pixels. That's where you create that, is right here. But I actually don't do this too often. I do it sometimes, but not too often. But if you're still newbie, don't worry about it. Then down here, where it says where do you want the ads to go, you can have it on the mobile newsfeed, which I usually keep that checked. Desktop, I usually keep that checked. And then there's right column ad. I don't normally post my ads in the right column. That's kind of your choice. You can test it out and see which place works good for you. And then there's a spot that says partner mobile apps. I don't know what that means, so I uncheck it. So there is my ad, and yeah, basically that's it. That's the ad. And actually, I gotta zoom out, I think, so you guys can see it. Oh, so it's not loading up here, but yeah. So that's my ad. That's exactly how I would post that. And then you gotta select the page you want it to post on. Okay, so now it's showing up. So here's the example of what my ad's going to look like over here on the right side. Awesome, you guys got it? Then this is audience. This is where things get kind of crazy sometimes. This is where, I mean, there's ways that you could do these, you know, custom audiences and stuff. In the beginning, for most people, I'd say don't worry about those until you grow your email list a bit more. And then this is when the targeting comes in. And like I showed you over here, I already picked these pages to target. I mean, Inc. Magazine is a really big page, and I was like, well, I'll target it, see what happens. The ad did horrible, all right? So I still test things out. The best ad that was working for me this time was when I was targeting Sandy Krakowski, Amy Porterfield, and John Loomer. Well, all three of those people, they teach Facebook ads, right? So this ad for this particular webinar did pretty dang good when I targeted those pages. I also targeted James Wedmore, Center for Women in Business, Female Entrepreneur Association. Then I targeted my own followers, and I targeted my email list. So I did 7 ads for this webinar that you guys are on. And some of the pages did not do very well. There was 2 of them that did great. Actually, I think it was this one and the Female Entrepreneur Association. Those 2 did the best. They did even better than my own followers. I was like, what's up with that? But anyways, those 2 pages did the best. So I'm going to show you guys how to research and find these awesome pages to target. So what you want to do, go over here to Facebook, go to your home, and then click on the Ads Manager. And then over here on the left, there's a spot that says Audience Insights. You want to click on there. And then all this things pops up. Just exit that. Then what you want to do is pick the countries that you target. So I usually target United States, Canada. For some reason it's not showing up. Okay, Canada, and then, you know, like just English-speaking countries, United Kingdom. And if your person does local business, you could just target local stuff too. That's totally cool. You could type in like cities in here and stuff like that. So Australia, New Zealand, I could go on. I actually usually also, hold on. Why is it not showing up? Sometimes Facebook is just weird. Okay, and usually I target Spain and France and Germany. So usually I target wherever I think people speak English, all right? And then I go down here and I'll type in where it says interest. I'll type in a page that I want to target. So say I want to target Female Entrepreneur Association. Well, when I click on that, it'll show me over here that their page, so this is stats for their particular page, is 80% women follow their page and 20% men, which makes a pretty good sense since they're called the Female Entrepreneur Association, right? But it also shows the age demographics of the people who follow their page. So they have, you know, a much higher rate of people who are 35 to 44 and 45 to 54. So in my ad, I can choose to target this age range and just not target these other ones over here, just to see if I get better results targeting that age group. You know, for me, my ads actually do really well when I target an older age group compared to a younger, which I thought was really surprising because I practically look like I'm 15. So I thought was surprising, but when I target a little bit audience that's a bit older than me, I actually do really well with that. So yeah, so this can give you some insights on that. Then we're over here where you click where it says page likes. This will tell you pages, other pages that are similar to the Female Entrepreneur Association page, and who some of the followers might be the same people. So Female Entrepreneur Association, Ladies Who Launch, Women in Business, This Girl Means Business, A Woman on Purpose, Amy Porterfield, LKR, social media, that's Laura Roeder, Women on Fire. Look at all of these examples of potential other pages for me to target with my ads, right? So these women who like the Female Entrepreneur Association also happen to like these pages as well. So this gives me a really great place to do some research to pick out some of these pages and see if targeting them gets me good results. Okay, so this is your research stage, all right? And you want to pick out probably about 10 pages to start with to really split test. You know, I highly recommend, especially for newbies, to split test. I did it from day one, and I know it can be tedious. I'm going to show you the fast way of doing it, but I know it can be a bit tedious, but it's worth it to try out, you know, several pages to know which one is doing well for you and your audience. All right, and you could do this with any page. So I could go over here, I could type in anything from fitness pages to, you know, spiritual pages to anything you want of pages that are on Facebook that they usually got to have a pretty decent amount of audience, but you could type in any of them and learn this sort of information. All right, if your guys' mind is not blown right now, it should be. All right. So also this shows location. So most of the people who like Female Entrepreneur Association, a lot of them are from Australia, which I thought it'd be mostly UK people, so that was a little surprising to me. But a lot of their audience is in Australia, and also in Canada. Oh, and here's some more Australia, more Canada. So their audience she has a pretty big audience in Australia. That's pretty cool. Activity. This also shows what sorts of computers they use, if they use desktop more than mobile. I like to target mobile and desktop with my ads, so yeah, you can check and see, because if you have an audience that maybe doesn't really use their mobile devices that much, then there's no point of placing ads to mobile devices, right? So this is a good way to check. And another thing is you could check your own page on here. So if I exit this and I put my own page, Kimra Luna, hold on. Maybe that's not where I put it. Oh, right here. People connected to your page. Okay, so if I put Kimra Luna, my business page on here, it'll tell me what my audience uses. And right here it says 30% of them use the computer to go on Facebook, but 25% of them use mobile web, 15% of them use their iPhone to come onto my page. So this is good insight to use when you're going to place your ads so you're not wasting as much money. Also over here, you can learn about household, if they're renters or homeowners. Wow, I got a lot of homeowners liking my page. Their household size. Most of my people are single, apparently, or, you know, married but don't have kids yet. And then only 20% have, 3 people in their household. So there's a lot of stuff that you can actually learn about your own people in here. All right, so it's just pretty interesting information, and it's really good to check out. Same thing like with my own page. Mine is 85% women who like my page and 15% men. So placing my ads towards women is probably a better bet for me, right? Because women seem to like my brand a bit more. I do sometimes place ads just towards men, though, just because I do want to keep some of that male audience as well. All right, so this is just a really, really cool tool. Another tool I'm going to show you guys, hold on, let me see where it is. I'm trying to remember the name of it, sorry. My brain is losing it. Oh, it's called Topsy. So TOPSY.com, I believe that's it. And then this says search and analyze the web. This is something where you can actually search stuff that is trending right now. So say this particular ad that I was posting was for, say, health and wellness stuff. So say it was about meditation. If you click enter here, you can see what is trending right now for meditation. And this is all social stuff. This isn't like Google, it's social stuff. So there have been, in the past 11 hours, 3,000 people have tweeted the word meditation. So that's a pretty big audience. So that might be a word that you might want to use inside your ad if it's something that's popular on social media right now. You can also find other stuff to share on your page. So a lot of people, they get kind of hesitant on their business page to share other people's stuff. But this is also a great place to find out articles that are trending. And I know you might think, well, what does this have to do with placing Facebook ads? Well, when you place Facebook ads, people will hop over to your business page. And you want to have some good content on your business page. And so using Topsy is a great way to see what is trending and what's happening now. As you can see, Mind Body Green just put out, a new article about meditation. And if your brand has to do with spirituality and meditation, you might want to grab this link and hop it on over to your page. So then when you place an ad, people are coming to your page and they can connect with you more and understand your brand more. You don't only need to post your own stuff. You can post stuff from other people, and Topsy is a great place to find other people. It's also a great place to find other people to follow. So it's a pretty cool, fun little tool. Another tool that is really cool is called Likealyzer. And I'm going to post all this stuff in the Freedom Hackers group, so don't worry about it. And Likealyzer is what you want to use to, it's kind of like the audience insights thing, but you can check a little bit more stats on stuff. Hold on, let me copy this real fast. So I can copy my own page, put it in here, and it'll tell me stats about my particular page. And so it's pretty cool. It gives you kind of a rank, and it also tells you some stuff for you to work on your business page. Like right here, it says my timing is way off. So that means when I'm posting, I'm not posting at the right time that my audience is online. So I would need to go in and do some testing and see when are better times to post. So this is just another tool for your business page in general that I want you guys to check out, because having a good business page relates to posting ads. Because if you're posting ads, people will be coming to your page, people will be coming and liking your page, and they will want to interact and like your post and comment on your post. So you want to have some good stuff up there, all right? So those are just two tools that I wanted to show you guys. I know that might be a little bit off topic, but I wanted to show you, okay? And I know this is lasting long, but let's get back to posting that ad, okay? So I did my research on my pages, right? So these were the pages I wanted to target. So now I'm going to go over here. This is where we already did the creative. That was the part where I posted, everything that I had on Evernote. Then I go over to audience. And so say I want to target, usually when I target, I always put English US and English UK because, well, I speak English, and that would be weird for it to go to people who only speak, Chinese, right? Then for interest, I want to target, so say for this ad, I want to target Female Entrepreneur Association. Type it in, and so I can target that page. And so my ad potentially right now will go out to 220,000 people. Sorry, not so good with numbers. So it can potentially go out to that many people. All right. I can also right here, if I want to only target the females who like their page, if I want to target only females, say maybe I want to target an older age demographic, because maybe I want to target women in their 30s. So I could pick women in their 30s, so ages 30 to 40. And that cut it down a little bit, but it's nice to see what age group really resonates with your ads. So maybe I'm going to place it like that, scroll down, and then there's this section that's called behaviors. And I don't use a lot of the behaviors a lot, but there is one that you can use that is called Facebook page admins. And when you target this, what it does is it targets people who have a Facebook page. So if you're a business-to-business person, A person who has a business page is probably the owner of a business. Not always, but probably, right? I mean, it might be their virtual assistant or something like that, but it's more likely to be someone who actually has a business page. So I recently started doing this, and it's been working very well for me because my target is other business people, right? So I'm going to leave that on there. So now my potential audience is 46,000, all right? Then I don't want to target people who already like my page. So target users who are not connected to, and I'm going to put my business page on here. So this is basically my app. It's done. I just did it, okay? And then optimization for pricing. I always leave it on optimize CPM. Use default bids. That's it, okay? And then I'm going to put this on pause. Normally you would leave this on scheduled, but because I don't want this ad to be running out right now because I don't want to be spending any money right now for an ad that is going to nothing, I'm going to put it on pause just for demonstration purposes. But then when you're done with your ad, you click upload changes, and then you have to wait for your ad to get approved, right? It says pending review. So then you want to go back to your Facebook homepage. Then you want to click on Ads Manager, and you will see the new ad. Usually it's kind of close up here to the top. Mine says webinar test. That's my ad I just put up. I'll click on ad sets, and then over here when you scroll over, this is where you set your budget, and you click edit ad set daily budget, your daily budget. And so say I want to have this ad be at $20 a day, and I want it to end on the day of the webinar. So pretend I have a webinar November 1st, and I want it to end on that day. Then I just click save. And that is how you do it. That is literally how you do it. If you want to split test, I'll show you how to do that. So you go back to your Power Editor, you make sure this is blue, and then see this little thing right here with the two squares on it? It says duplicate. So you click duplicate, and you click create new, and so I'll name this one webinar test 2. I'll leave this the same, and then I'll create a new one, webinar test 2. Then I click create. And then you want to go right here and change the name to it, webinar test 2. So now I'm placing a second ad. It's the same exact ad, but I can go over here where it says audience, and I can change this to, say, Marie Forleo's page, and target Marie Forleo's page instead, right? So now I have a whole new ad, basically just from that, just from a few more clicks, targeting a whole different page. You can also target more than one page. So say I wanted to do Marie Forleo and Sandy Krakowski, and I wanted to do James Wedmore. So I could target 3 pages at once. Then you just go back up here where it says upload changes. And ta-da! Now I'm split testing the ad. Now I have the ad going to 2 different audiences. And it's really, really that easy. And usually I duplicate it like 10 times, and then I place each one on different pages. So that's kind of how I do it. Then when you go over to your Ads Manager again, hold on, let me refresh the page here. When you go to your Ads Manager, now it has the next one on here. Same thing, I want to change the daily budget. If I want to do that, you could do $5 a day, $10 a day, whatever you want to do. And that's how you do ads, people. That's really the way you do it. Okay? So let me hop on back over here to the chat because I guarantee you guys got 10,000 questions, right? So let's get over here. Queenie is asking me, how much was your daily budget when you run this webinar? I did $50 a day on 2 different ads, so it ended up being like $400 or something. So, okay. If you have a group online class or program, how far in advance do you start running ads? I don't recommend running ads straight to a sales page. I actually highly don't recommend that. So if you have a sales page that's talking about, your group coaching or something like that, don't run an ad to that. You want to run an ad to something that's free for them to sign up for, that's going to give them value, like something like a webinar, and then pitch them what your thing is, what your program is. Okay, I'll just answer a few more questions. Dana said, do you take your own photos for your ads or use a photographer? I just got a photo shoot done, so I've been using my new ads that my photographer did. Okay, Claudia says, can you only find pages that use the business category and interest, not public figures? Yes, you can do public figures. You can do pretty much any page that has a lot of followers. Like I think Marie Forleo's is under public figure, and you can target hers. So, okay, awesome. So let's go over to the next hot seat. And what I'll do is, because this is running pretty long, I'm going to, at the end, I'll spend 20 minutes on just answering questions from the chat box. So hold your questions to the end, because I want to get over here and get over to, how about let's do Amanda. So Amanda, unmute yourself so we can talk to you.
Hi.
Awesome. So can you turn down the volume? Because I'm getting feedback.
Is that better?
Yes, that's better. Awesome. Thank you. So what exactly do you do for a living? I know you life coaching, and you also do, I don't know why it's echoing. Hold on.
I can't hear you when I turn it down too low.
Okay.
I can hear you now. Are you echoing too bad?
No, it's not too bad. I'll talk slow. So what is it that you do, and what have you been advertising on?
Okay, so I'm a life coach, but I also train life coaches. So the ads I sent you were for my 6-week coaching program to teach people how to be life coaches, and I think I also sent you like ads.
Okay, great. Oh, yeah. Okay, so let me go. I'll screen share, and I will show. Hold on. And I will show those ads. What they are. So mute yourself again. I'll tell you when to unmute again. Okay, let's see here. Let me go back over here to Evernote. And okay, so we have Amanda's. Hers are down here somewhere. Okay, so here is Amanda's ads. And with Amanda, her ads, apparently they're just going to a sales page, I'm assuming. So Amanda, you can unmute yourself again. Are you so you weren't giving them anything for free up front. You were just sending them to a sales page with the ad?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, so that alone could be why it's not converting. Because a lot of people, they don't go on Facebook to buy. They go on Facebook to, for one, just get value from being there, from networking with their friends and family and things like that. But people don't go on Facebook to buy things. So you want to offer them something free up front, whether it is a webinar, which I think, because you're teaching life coaches, which I actually don't know very many people that teach life coaches, it would probably be a really great thing for you to do something like a live webinar or a video training series, something that's going to entice them to sign up for your list, and then at the end of that, mention your program, rather than just being straight up, check out my sales page, because they don't know you. They haven't built any sort of relationship with you. So they need to build that relationship first before they make that decision to just buy. I don't think I've ever went on a sales page and just bought. It's always been, I've watched a bunch of videos from the person, or I've seen them all around the internet, and I've seen stuff that they're doing or listened to their podcast. I'm not going to buy just from someone who I literally just met. Okay?
Right.
So that would be my first, hint of advice for you. Give them something free up front, and then at the end of that, then start mentioning your program. Okay?
Got it.
So got that.
And what's happening is
Keep going.
So what's happening is sometimes people see the sales page and then like email me, and then I email them back, and that's kind of, you know, free content when we start exchanging a little bit, and then they buy. But you're absolutely right. It's nothing is happening off just the ad. So I should do like a live call or a webinar. Okay,
yes.
I'm getting it.
Yeah. Or you can do something like a landing page, like say a lead page, and then when they sign up for like a free video training series, they're getting something for free for you, and they're getting on your list. So you want to be able to get those people on the list so you can keep nurturing that relationship. You can keep nurturing them with your blog post and your content and that sort of stuff before they make the decision to sign up.
Right. So a lead page with a place to sign up for my list, basically, but it's to be on a live call or a webinar. Okay, got it.
Yes,
perfect.
Exactly. And then for pages you're targeting, I can't remember if you sent me something with the stuff with the pages you're targeting. Hold on. Okay, here they were down here. Oh, here were some of the ads. Okay, great. So your clicks aren't too bad, actually. Your cost per click is too bad. So your targeting is doing well. That means your graphic is doing well. Even the words are doing well. It's just once they get to your page, they're not buying. So like I said, it's probably they need that free, something free. They need something of value. They need to understand you. They need to get you and feel that you get them. So yeah, a free call, a free webinar, a free, you know, little mini training series, something like that is going to get them to want to buy. So your ads are actually doing pretty well. It's just you're not getting them on your list and nurturing that relationship. So that's the thing to work on.
Perfect.
Awesome. I think that's it. I mean, your ads are doing good. They're not doing bad. I mean, 65 cents. Like, yeah, you're targeting good pages. So you're doing good. It's just more getting them on your email list and nurturing that relationship, giving them something free of value. All right?
Right. Perfect. That helps so much. Thank you.
You're very welcome. I think that's all I had with you because, yeah, to me, I'm seeing this like 44 cents a click. I'm like, dude, you're doing good, you know?
Yeah. I think I know my ideal client really well. I think I I know how to target them, but yeah, I don't do the free calls ever, but I can start doing those things.
Okay,
totally.
Awesome. So get on it and let me know what your results are, okay?
I will.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for being on. Okay, so let's go over to Kate. So Kate, I'm trying to remember now because I forget everything. Hold on, I gotta stop screen sharing. Hold on. So you're screen sharing. Stop. Okay, so now I forgot. So what is it that you do for a living again?
I'm an email marketing consultant.
Yes, email marketing consultant.
So I've agreed with all of the things you've said about building your email list, and that's where you need to be to generate that revenue and build the relationship. So yeah, I'm on board with that.
Awesome. Yeah, so you shared with me your ads, and I'll go check them out real fast. Let me see here.
So this was basically one of the first ads I've kind of ever created, and I was split testing a few versions, and this one did the best out of the few, but obviously you'll see in a minute when you see my stats, very high cost amounts, particularly compared to the other ladies that you've shown their ads on the call. So my main aim is I'm actually launching a new online program on the 3rd of November. So it's a training course online all about getting started with email marketing, or, you know, sort of taking your efforts to the next level. So basically, I will send them through a sales funnel. So again, I'm testing 2 different sales funnels, one that starts with a 1-page cheat sheet and one that is a free video series, which is the same as the ads that you'll see there. So yeah, any tips for me to optimize that before I sort of go live over the next few days with my new ads for the new course would be much appreciated, because I would like to get the you know, cost per conversion to that sign up for the video series in this case, you know, right down.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so I have your page right here. Hold on, let me see if I can zoom in for everyone to see. Sometimes it doesn't want to let me zoom in for someone. Okay, hold on. Maybe if I open it somewhere else. Let me see. Where did you go, Ever? No, that's not what I wanted. Okay. For some reason, it's not want to open it like really big for everyone. So, okay, maybe if I download it. Okay, save it to my desktop. So maybe I need to do that first. Aha, it wants to open on Word. That's why.
I'm on a PC, sorry.
Well, I got Word for Mac, so.
Perfect.
But now if it opens on here, it'll probably let me zoom in a bit for everyone, so everyone can see it. Hopefully. Ah, it's not showing up. Okay. Oh no, here it is. It's showing up now. Yay!
Fantastic.
Okay, get out of here, things. Okay, so this particular ad, it's showing that you paid £3 per conversion, which is like $6 here. So, and you got 48 conversions on this ad. And was that the one with this graphic right here?
Yes, it was. Yes.
Because I do really like the graphic. The graphic is really professional looking. It's really cute picture of you. I really like that. Okay, so the pages you're targeting. So you're targeting some pretty big pages. I will let you know, Marie Forleo's page is the worst page to target ever because everybody targets it.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of competition when it comes to some of the bigger pages. And so same thing with Entrepreneur Magazine. I'm seeing both of those on there. You might want to take those pages off and try some smaller pages. I tend to like pages that have 100K or less. Because if they have any more than that, it seems like so many ads are going out there. I mean, think about how many times someone who follows Marie Forleo's page has seen an ad that says free 3-part video training series, right? They've seen it like 100 times. So the chances of them clicking on yours isn't as high as from someone who is following a smaller page.
That's a really good tip. Yeah, no, that's great.
That's where most people are always like amazed when I say that to them, because I'm like, seriously, when I post ads towards Marie Forleo's page, it's like $10 a click. I mean, it's horrible. So I just don't even try anymore on that page because everybody's targeting it. And the people that have the super high budgets for ads, you know, they're paying, you know, $100, $200, $300 a day. They have the money to target those pages, all right? Let them target those pages. Target other pages that might be a little bit smaller than that are still in the same industry, though, you know, especially maybe some local people, too, who are, you know, in your area, who happen to be the people who, you know, teach Facebook marketing, email marketing, online marketing, because those people might resonate with you a bit more, right? Yeah. So local always can help as well. But yeah, to me, I think yours is more just targeting some of those smaller pages because your ad looks great. It's a beautiful ad. It's, you know, it's clear. It got the bullet points telling people what they're gonna get. And you know, I know your link to it is get them to sign up onto an email list right away. So to me, that's actually good. It's more you're targeting pages that are way too big.
Yeah, that's an absolutely fantastic tip, and I think, yeah, that's what I needed to hear, and it gives me a good place to start with the next ads, and like you said, break it down and try one page on one ad and see how they all individually convert. So thank you very much.
You're welcome, and I'll show you one more really cool thing that's on, if you're in the UK or in another country, you want to go to your Facebook page, you click on the settings, and then go over where it says languages, and you want to make this say English US. And the reason why is because up here there's this beautiful thing called the graph search. Okay, and the graph search has some amazing stuff that you can do. And you can search for people who like your page, but you can also search people who, hold on, my brain is just like not working right now. In my
Is
notes.
that how you get it to work in the UK then? Because I couldn't get it to work. If I switch,
that's how you get it to work there. You need to change your setting to US, and you might even need to like log out and then log back in, and you might even need to Google the graph search and download it. But that's how you get the graph search to work. A lot of people will be, like from other countries, they're like, how do I get the graph search to work? And it's because it's only supposed to be a US thing. And so if you change this to US, you can use the graph search and search pages.
That's an amazing tip.
Yeah. So that's what you need to do. All you UK peeps, Australian peeps, Malaysia, Ireland, wherever the heck you are, change your thing to English US, and then you could use this awesome, amazing tool.
That answers a question that I've had for quite a while, where I've seen, so I was on a Amy Porterfield webinar, and she was talking about graph search, and I'm thinking, I can't get this. Why isn't it working? So that explains it. Thank you.
Okay, awesome. So another great thing is you can say books liked by people who like, you know, say my page. Yep. So I can see what sort of books people read who happen to like my page. Some of them like, you know, The Power of Now, Think and Grow Rich, because you can also target books on Facebook. So that's another kind of cool trick. Most of my people, you know, they kind of like all these vegan books and spiritual books, and apparently they really like Harry Potter. So, but you can also put people who like, I mean, there's so many stuff you could do, but for some reason my brain is just like not working right now. People who like, I don't know why this thing automatically made it say works at, but I had all these stuff written down that I was going to show you guys in the graph search, and now my laptop just decided to turn off on me for some reason. It's technology. It doesn't want me to show you guys this. But there's some really cool stuff that you can do to research pages on here. But one thing to think about too is that I haven't mentioned yet is when you're targeting a page, like say you teach like healthy living or something. When you're targeting a page, you also want to target pages that have pretty good engagement on them in general. If you are targeting a page where like nobody is liking or nobody is commenting, those might not be good pages to target because those people aren't very engaged, right? So that's another thing to think about also while I'm trying to think of the thing to type up there. But you can also search people who, I don't know why I'm forgetting. There's some really, really good ones I'm forgetting. Maybe somebody in the chat remembers what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, people liked by people who like. That's it. So people liked by people who like, say, like how you were saying, you wanted to do Marie Forleo's page. So people who are followed by people who like Marie Forleo. But you also want to, no, this isn't it. It's pages. Hold on. I can't remember the wording. I literally had like 15 of these things written down that I want to show you guys, and now my computer turned off.
Don't worry.
Yes, my computer like completely turned off. Hold on. Actually, maybe it's in my Evernote. I'm checking my Evernote right now. So let me check here. Oh yes, I did put it in my. I did put it in here. Hold on. Let me check my Evernote real fast. I had some ones that were like really good ones. I'm sorry I'm taking so long now. Because I did have some really, really good ones. But where did they go? No. Where is it? Oh my gosh, now I'm just like really, really upset with myself right now. Technology is not my friend right now. Pages. It's not working. I'm like showing you guys like all my Evernote stuff. Okay, here it is. Pages liked by people who like. That's it. Okay, so you go up here. See, now I'm trying to remember. Pages liked by people who like Marie Forleo. So these are similar pages. So these are potential other pages that I could possibly target. I might want to find ones that maybe don't have as many likes as Marie Forleo's page because her page has like 200,000, 14 likes. So I might want to pick pages that have a little bit lower number, like possibly Frank Kern's page, possibly Ali Brown's page. Marianne Williams, I got way too many. Maybe I want to target Jess Angsglow. Pages that have less are going to work better for me because then less people are targeting these pages, right? And you can do this from your own page. So let's see what pages people like who like my page. So they like, you know, Sandy Krakowski, Chris Carr. But see, Callan Rush, her page has a lower amount of likes. So me placing an ad to her might do pretty well for me, right? So this is another way that you can do a little bit of research on some particular pages. And what were some other ones I had written? Oh yeah, and then the books read by. So the books read by is super, super, super huge because a lot of people don't target book pages. So for me, you're going to get more response if there's a particular book that's like on the exact topic you do. You know, like say for me, I targeted the book, you know, Facebook ads for dummies for this webinar, right? That probably would have been a good book page for me to target because I probably would have got a lot of people, right? So targeting books and then finding more people who have pages similar to yours, who are quote unquote maybe competitors with yours or things like that, which some of these don't seem to really have anything to do with me, but you know, maybe young entrepreneur, things like that. So that's just some other little stuff to think about and some tools for you guys to think about because I mean honestly there's a lot of stuff. So and then who do we have last? We got you, Pat, right?
Yeah.
All right. Hi, Pat. So tell everyone what it is that you do.
Well, I help businesses, entrepreneurs launch online programs, e-courses. I basically help them with the tech stuff, how to, you know, put together their membership sites, their sales pages, opt-in pages, things like that.
Okay, awesome. So you know all about the opt-ins. So you know how important it is for the Facebook ads to have some sort of way that people can opt in and get their emails, right? So you get that. So let me go over to the Evernote that has your stuff on it. So let me scroll down a bit here. And you have a beautiful ad. The graphic is really great.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, I was like, oh man. Okay, so here's your graphic, which I thought is gorgeous. So this particular one, you only got 11 clicks, it ran to 2,400 people, and it ended up being $1 per click. Do you know how many people actually converted into opting in?
I think 20 people.
20 people. Yeah. So about 50% of those people. So that's about $2 or so a conversion. So that's not horrendously bad. It just depends on how expensive your course is. How big is the course that you sell at the end of this webinar?
It's not that expensive. It's a $200 4-week course. Yeah.
Okay, so if you were able to make one sell, of course you would get the money back, right?
Yeah.
So the main thing for you is definitely going to be the targeting. So what pages were you?
I don't think people see the graphic because I see in the notes. They're like, I want to see the graphic.
Oh, they can't see the graphic? Oh, I need a screen share. Hold on. See, look, my brain is like not working today. Technology. I'm going crazy here. Okay, so the graphic, hold on. Okay, so here's her graphic. It's beautiful, right? Beautiful graphic, picture of her, shows that she's going to be doing, you know, a training, shows her on the computer, which definitely makes, you know, it's more professional, right? They know she's a business chick, right? She's going to teach them something. So to me, the graphic is great. And like I was saying before, it ended up being about $2 per person who opted in. And, you know, the ad didn't get pushed out too much. You only spent, you know, $11.40 on this one. So it didn't get pushed out a lot. So it's a little bit hard to know, but do you have like a list of some of the pages you were targeting? Were they like really big pages?
Yeah, I do.
The main thing.
One of the pages, Marie Forleo, of course, and then there was Leonie Dawson.
Okay.
And who else? Yeah, Marie Forleo, Leonie Dawson. These are the two people I was targeting to their pages.
Okay, so like I told Kate, Marie Forleo's page is really, really big. A lot of people target it. So try to find a page that would be the same sort of audience as Marie Forleo's, but a smaller page that's not going to get a bajillion people placing ads for free trainings, right? I mean, because I'm in the same industry, right? I know, like, it don't work. Like, and same thing with Leonie Dawson. Leonie Dawson is amazing, right? She is. But you have to remember, her audience might not be your exact audience. Because she does tend to have a lot more of maybe the spiritual tendencies and things like that with her types of marketing. So that's something to think about too, is think about who her audience is, because it might not necessarily be people who are wanting to launch right now. So maybe find some other people who are launch coaches and target their pages. People who help people put courses together and target their pages. You know, there's a lot of people who teach putting courses together. If my page is big enough, I would say target my page, but I don't think mine doesn't show up on the thing. But I would say target my page. Target people that are in the similar industry, but they don't necessarily have to have huge pages. 25K likes is good. I mean, like James Wedmore's page, he has like 26K, and my ads do great when I target his page.
Okay.
So they don't need to be the gigantic pages, and also just think about who the audience is who is following that page, and use that search tool that I showed you earlier, so you can see what sort of people they are, what age group they're in, because you want the ad to relate to that person. Right? Same thing like up here, like with your copy. Your copy is great. Learn how to go from idea to launch. You might want to try to focus on maybe some sort of pain point. Like, have you been sitting on an idea for 2 years and you haven't launched it yet? Something where it's like they're literally like just hit a pain point. Like, oh my gosh, like, yes, I've had this business idea forever and I haven't launched it. That right there can make someone think, I need to sign up for this thing. This chick's going to help me, right?
Yeah.
So think of something that might hit a little bit more of the pain points when it comes to your actual copy. And for anybody that, hopefully you guys can see it, maybe I can zoom in a bit. Sometimes it doesn't let me zoom in on Evernote. But it says, like, learn how to go from idea to launch. Join me live for a step-by-step, no-fail launch plan to sell anything. Oh, and you should have a link in here to sign up, a call to action that says something like sign up here, or join here, or learn more about it here. You'll discover how to create a personalized launch checklist that focuses on helping you get stuff done step by step without overwhelm, and that's always good. Always use the word overwhelm, because that's a word a lot of people use when they're talking about business stuff.
Yeah.
They're overwhelmed. So yeah, that's always a good word to use. How to make sure that you have the support you need when you need it for your launch, and what should be your tech needs, and what you need or what you don't need to worry so much about when you are starting your launch plans. So most of your wording's pretty good. I would definitely just do a little bit more of the pain points and put a call to action in here.
Okay.
All right. So
Yay.
gotcha. You good?
Yeah, thank you.
You are very welcome. So let's hop on over. Start piling in your questions, because I know you guys got a jillion of them. So start bringing in your questions. I'm going to answer questions for the next 20 minutes. I know this webinar has been on for an hour and 40 minutes already. So I'm going to crank through all these questions as soon as I can. Any questions you guys have about ads, start posting them in the chat box. I know a lot of people have probably left because this webinar has been on for a very long time, but apparently there's still 200 people on here. So we're doing pretty good, right? Glad you guys are learning. All right, so someone said, Pat, what's your website? Post it in the thing. Okay, so Sarit says, will you target a small business owner's page? That page is actually pretty big, so I probably would not target that, Sarit. So I'm scrolling through, looking at more stuff. Okay, Kamalo says, do you have any suggestions for our audience that are not business people? The main thing for that is know who your audience is and think about what pages do they hang out on. So I know a lot of people, they sell, health and wellness things or spiritual things. Like, what pages are they hanging out on so you can sell to them through that. But you still want to be able to give them something for free, give them something of value. You know, I know there's a lot of people that are just like, oh, I sell jewelry. Like, how would I do that? Well, if you sell jewelry, why not you get them to sign up for your list for a free video that you are showing them how to pair the jewelry with the new fall looks or the new winter looks. So when you have like a physical item, like say you're selling makeup or something, you want to be still getting them on your list with something free. You know, how to, you know, put on your mascara properly for the night out on the town. You know, something like that. So even people who are, you know, physical product based, you can still have great results with Facebook by getting people onto your email address. You really got to get them in though. All right. So Kimra says, Queenie says, when you're run an ad in the Power Editor, is there a big advantage if you also publish it on your own page, or does it matter at all? No, it doesn't matter at all. A lot of times I'll post the same exact thing on my regular page, and then I'll post ads going out all over the place. So to me, there's no real advantage. If it's on your actual page, though, people can actually see the likes and comments and stuff like that. So yeah. Law says, how can I target people who have a heart problem? Target the Heart Association pages, right? You know, like health-related pages. People who, I mean, there's a lot of pages you can target for heart problems. You just got to go and start doing research. All those things I showed you about research, start doing the research. Okay. Shim says, I have product-based business. Children's clothing inspired by positive affirmations. What can I offer in my ads for free, and what pages do I target? For that, there's actually a lot you could target. You can also target, because in the Facebook Power Editor, you can actually target people who have kids. You can also target people who are newly married, which means possibly getting pregnant soon. So there's a lot of things you can do inside of the targeting for people who have kids. A lot of stuff. One of the things that you could do is target pages for people that have kids, but also maybe they like Hay House, or they like different spiritual books or spiritual authors, things that are, you know, just more positive minded. They like the book The Secret or the movie The Secret. Well, The Secret might be too big, but things that are similar of that nature. Matt says, what's your goal for cost per conversion? Thanks. I tend to like, for me, for my brand, I like it to be around $1 per conversion. So I say if my clicks are about 50 cents a click, at least half of the people who get to the landing page are going to sign up. So for me, that's about $1. And I tend to try not to go over that. Like for this particular webinar, the sign up was actually 80% of the people. So I was doing even better than that. So yeah. Okay, Dana said, please re-show how to duplicate the ads. Okay, I will show that, because that is kind of one of those techie things that sometimes people might need to see again. So when you're in the Power Editor and you've already done one of your ads, there's this little square, these two little squares right here that say duplicate. You click that, and then you want to name it something. So click the Create New, name it something. So I'll do webinar test 3, webinar test 3, click create. Then you got to go right here, you got to edit the name, because for some reason it gives it the same name. And now you are on that ad, and you can start changing. You could even change the words and the picture and everything. You could change the audience in here, but there you go, that's how you do it. Okay, so when do you decide to stop an ad because it's not profitable? After how many clicks? For me, if the clicks are like more than $2 a click, that ad is not working. Something is going wrong if it's getting expensive like that, especially depending on how many people are converting. So there's a few elements you got to think about. You know, if it's $2 a click, but like 95% of the people are converting, that might not be that bad. If it's $1 a click and, you know, only 20% of the people are signing up for your list, that might not be so good. So it's more you have to think about how much profit you can make either on the webinar or when you sell your program. Like for me, my program is a $1,500 program. So I can actually afford to pay $5 for a lead. I can, because my program is expensive, and so it's like I still make way more profit, right? So, but if your program is $97 or $200, you want to keep that number as low as possible for all of your ads. And that's one of the things that people forget about. They forget, oh, I can actually make sales on the end of that webinar, or I can actually make a sale at the end of that opt-in, video freebie they sign up for. So remember that you're going to make a sale. It's just getting them on your list and then converting them into a sale, or getting them on a webinar or some sort of free training or call and then converting them into a sale. Alice says, advice on target, energy and vibration therapy, manifestation coach. Not sure what my target is. You really need to work on the target then. You need to think, who is this ideal person? For one, is it a woman? Is it parents? Is it, someone who's maybe in their 20s or college age? You want to think about that sort of stuff and then think about the pages that those people would like. All right? Okay, so let me scroll on up here. How do you sign up for the mastermind group? It's actually, hold on, let me get the link for it. So all y'all can sign up for it. It's my awesome group. Everybody is so freaking supportive in this group. It is like ridiculous, all right? So, okay, there's my group. There's the link to it. Okay, so depending on how many people click on your ad in a day, that determines the cost per click dollar amount. Yes. So say you are pushing your ad out for $10 a day. You're only going to spend up to $10. The thing is if you're targeting well, you're going to get more clicks for that $10. All right? Does that make sense, Shauna? Hopefully that makes sense. Kayla, how long do you usually run ads before you launch a program? For me, for my last launch that I had in August, I actually, for almost a whole month, I was running ads and doing webinars to promote my program. And I know some people might think a month, that's like a long time for a launch. Well, it freaking worked for me. So to me, there's no exact length. Most people, it tends to be between 10 days is usually like the length of a launch, about 10 to 14 days. But the thing is you want to know if the ads are targeting well. So you want to be giving something away for free before you even start your launch to be practicing those ads. Because that's one thing people, they forget to do. Like for me, I waited until August to do my launch because I wanted to keep testing out the ads on webinars before I got into launch mode. All right, so test. Kira says, you look so tired. I know, I always look tired when I'm pregnant though. so. Okay, Susie says, how do you make sure the timing of the ad you create will go out at the time people will see it for the best conversion rate? I actually haven't tested this out too much. I usually just let my ads run overnight, and I haven't seemed to have any issues with that because the ad only shows when the people actually are online. So say you place your ad towards an audience of 20,000 people. The ad can't show to all those 20,000 people until they log on. So it waits until they log on before it places the ad to them. So for me, I mean, I guess it matters, but I haven't really tested it out enough to see any sort of difference in it. So, but yeah, like how someone else said, you can test and see what time of days. But because Facebook PowerEditor now does have a tool where you can like have it so it's only going during the daytime rather than not overnight. But for me, a lot of my audience is in Europe and stuff. So in 3 in the morning here at my time, they're all just waking up. So it's okay for my ads to be running overnight in the middle of the night. Same thing, I have a lot of Australian audience and New Zealand audience and Malaysia and the Philippines and things like that. So I have a lot of audience over there. So it's okay for my ads to be running overnight. So depending on your audience, like if you're running something to just something local, like a local event or something, yeah, you might want to only have the ad running during the daytime, not at 3 in the morning. Okay, so Shantae, how do you target people in different high stress careers like executives and bankers? You can actually target based off of like employment names, so you can actually target managers. You can target actually, you might even be able to target bankers. There's a lot of them that you can try in there. So go inside the Power Editor and go into the demographics section, and or under, yeah, I think it says demographics. Hold on, let me look. Under, yeah, where it says more demographics, you can click in there, and there's work, and you can click on job titles, and hold on, I'll screen share it with you so you guys can see. So right here inside of the Power Editor, right here it says more demographics, you can go to work, and you can click job titles. So you can actually put managers. Well, if it'll show up. Sometimes it doesn't want to show up. So manager, general manager, you could put, hold on, I think you could put executive. So executive director, chief executive officer, so CEOs of companies. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you can do right here with the job titles. You can also do different types of industries they work in. You can also do education, so people that you're talking about probably have a higher level of education. So for education level, you can maybe put that maybe they have a doctorate, or maybe they have a master's degree in something, or some sort of professional degree. And so you can target people based off of the degree and education level. All right, so you can even target, you know, like people who are in grad school right now. So if that's part of your audience, maybe someone in grad school, they might be pretty stressed out. So if you're targeting stressed out people, hey, that might be a good place. All right, hopefully that answered your question. Okay, hold on, let me take it off screen share real fast. Let's see. Okay, Marinka. I don't know how to say her name, so I'm sorry. But she's saying, how do you actually track the conversions? Is that a whole other webinar? Yes, it's kind of a whole other webinar to show the tracking conversions and all that sort of stuff. There is a thing that's called tracking pixels, and you can cut and paste those pixels and put them on your thank you page, so then you know if they actually signed up. And there's a lot of stuff that comes into that sort of stuff, but it's pretty easy to do the math. Also, so for me, like a lot of my ads, it's 50 cents a click, but if, you know, and say over half of the people who's landed on my Webinar Jam page signed up, then it ended up being $1 a conversion. So sometimes I could just do the math. It's not as hard to do the math, but if you want to get like super techie, yeah, that's like a whole webinar all on its own. Okay, how do you market your product on a webinar? Do you offer a discount to webinar people only? I've never offered a discount to people on a webinar, but I have offered bonuses, which are called fast action bonuses. So say at the end of a webinar, I'm talking about my program, and I say, but if you sign up on this webinar or within the next 2 hours of this webinar, you get, a free coaching call with me, or you get, an extra bonus, video module, or you get a special group coaching call, or something like that. So I usually give a bonus to get people to fast action, take action quicker, rather than discounting stuff. I'm kind of like an anti-discounting person, because to me, when you discount the stuff, then people, the next time they're on a webinar, they're just going to wait for you to discount something. So that's why I don't discount things. Usually, like for my pre-launch, I have a pre-launch price, and then once I move to the launch, it's a launch price, and that's it. Like if they missed it during that time, sorry, they got to pay the higher price. So that's kind of my beliefs, though. Other people might think it's okay to do a discount, but it depends. You can try it out and see what you do. Gracie says, are you using a mic or built-in mic from the computer? No, I'm using this, which is a Blue Yeti mic, and it plugs right into your computer with a USB cord, and it's just called a Blue Yeti mic. Actually, maybe I'll type that into the chat box. Blue Yeti mic. But my mic on my iMac actually works really good. I used that for a long time, and that was fine. Yes, 12. Yeah, you guys are helping each other out in there. Okay, so, okay. Jen said, do you let them know you're going to be offering something beforehand? I don't do that. I mean, most people pretty much know you're going to be offering something at the end of the webinar. This webinar, I'm not offering anything, actually, because I don't have anything to offer right now because my doors are closed to my program. I just wanted to help share with you guys. So, all right, so we're almost done. I got 5 minutes left, and then I got to hop off this webinar and head out to a birthday party. So let's see. Any more questions? Pop them in right now, because this is what you're gonna get of me. It's free coaching time from Kimra. Okay, Queenie says, I'm a virtual assistant. I have a new website, but don't have a blog site, no newsletter, no webinars, no videos. What can I advertise that people would maybe be interested in? Do you think, free trial virtual assistant for a certain number of hours would be a good idea? Sorry, trying to pick your brain here. Okay, so first off, get something up that will collect their emails. So Aweber, MailChimp, something like that. If you don't have a website, I recommend signing up for Leadpages. You can use Leadpages to create just a page, and you can send people directly to that. You don't even need a website. So I recommend doing that. You can also even make little sales pages on there. So you need to start sending some stuff up, Queenie, all right? So that's your homework. Go and do that. Set up some sort of email autoresponder, MailChimp, Aweber, GetResponse, something. Then sign up for something like Leadpages, which is $37 a month, and that could be your temporary website for the time being. So do that right now. Yo, girl, what's up? One more question. Do you remember setting max cost per click? I did that before on my ads. That did well. Thoughts? I always use optimized CPM, so that doesn't go like per cost per click. It kind of just naturally does it. It has like its own algorithms. That's what I always do, so I've never done it that way. But for me, the way I'm doing it is working pretty dang good, so I don't do any other thing. Can you use Shauna says, can you use Leadpages with a website? Actually, yes, you can. So yeah, Leadpages is a freaking bomb. I love Leadpages. Like, I'm like huge advocate of Leadpages. So and if my link still works, it might work right now. I have an affiliate link too. Try that out. I don't know if it works. I don't know. It might not work right now because my website's kind of down. But we'll see what happens. Oh, it worked. Okay, there's my affiliate link. So if you're signing up for Leadpages, there's my link. Is it worth advertising in the right-hand side of the page that to keep costs down initially? Actually, from what I hear, it's usually more expensive to have the ads on the right side rather than the regular wall. So it just depends on your brand. Some people might resonate with the ones on the right side, but I know a lot of people who actually have like a Chrome app where they don't even see the ones on the right side. So there's a lot of people that download that stuff so they don't see those ads on the right side at all. So for me, I might as well just put it in the middle, right in the middle of the newsfeed. So yeah, so Queenie, you got to get your newsletter up. That's your main thing. Get your email up, get your Leadpages up. If you already have a website, then that's cool too. But yeah, you don't need to be blogging, but you need to start emailing people. You need to start collecting those emails and emailing them. I don't think giving them, free time as for you being a virtual assistant, because that might wear you out and it might attract people who will take advantage of you, which is bad to say, but it might attract that. So I would recommend, figuring out something else to give them for free, maybe a consultation to help them hire an assistant. Something like that would probably be a bit better. So will you ever do a webinar on how to run webinars using Webinar Jam? Already you have done that. Courtney, how long you must not have been following me that long. So I have a webinar that shows how to run webinars, Webinar Jam, somewhere. I'll post it in the Freedom Hackers group. So join the Freedom Hackers group if y'all aren't in there. I'll post the link again so that oh, now I got like 1 million new people joining. So join the group. All right. So I think we're good to go. So did all you guys on the hot seats get some good advice? I hope you did. Awesome. Yay. Okay, great. So I hope you guys learned a lot today. but I gotta go freshen up my makeup and get out the door and go to a birthday party for a 4-year-old, and my kids are gonna love it. They have a bouncy house and all sorts of stuff. So I'm super, super excited. One last thing I wanted to mention is if you are interested in learning all more about my program, which is called Be True Brand You, you can go to BeTrueBrandYou.com, and if you sign up on the wait list there, next month I'm going to be doing a special webinar just for people on that list. It's not going to be advertised. It's only going to be for people on the Be True Brand You list. So go to BeTrueBrandYou.com, sign up for the list, and ta-da, there you go. So anyways, thank you guys so much. Sorry if I missed any of your questions in the chat, but I really got to get going. So thank you again, and thank you for all the hot seat people. That was really fun, and I hope you guys can go back, use all that advice, come back and let me know your results. All right? Bye.